Ciao a tutti, sono Mattia, chef of Osteria Beverly Hills. Welcome in our kitchen and let's make some pasta. Today I want to share with you the spaghetti carbonara recipe. It's one of my favorite pasta because with just 3 simple ingredients we can get an amazing result. It's something very typical from middle south of Italy, and let's go through the ingredients. Here we have egg yolk, fresh egg yolk, guanciale that have to be the real guanciale. Then we have Pecorino Romano, Parmigiano Reggiano, peppercorn, the spaghetto, and that's it. A touch of salt that maybe we don't even gonna add it in the pasta because we have these ingredients that are already pretty salty. First of all, let's start to see how to use our guanciale. As you can see, it's a typical salume, even this one from Lazio. So it's a cured salt, and what we have to do is just clean and cut off the skin and scrub a little bit the cured salt on the top and peppers, but without cut it off. So this side is very important, just to scrub it, but to don't cut it off because it will give us a nice flavor of peppers in the pasta. That's what we need. So let's cut a little bit of this. I really like to keep it a bit thicker, and there are many versions of this carbonara, even in Italy, but this is my favorite. So it's just with the egg yolk. There are people that they add the whole egg, and people that they just use the Parmigiano Reggiano. But again, this is my favorite way to prepare this carbonara. First of all, we start to make boil some water for cook our spaghetti. And in the meantime, we can cook our guanciale in a pot or in a fry pan for a few minutes until it will start to roast a little bit. So our guanciale is almost ready. As you can see, it starts to take a bit of color, and as I said, it just released the fat, and this is what I want. I don't usually try to make it too crispy. I like to have a soft texture even for the guanciale. Just a little bit crispy, but not too much. This is the way that I like it. So now we can remove the guanciale from the fire, and we can start to cook our spaghetti. I want to remind you to use always a lot of water when you cook the pasta. And my suggestion is what we usually do is cook the spaghetto in the meantime that we're cooking the guanciale. In this case, we had just one fire to show you how to do everything, so we did it in 2 different steps. All right, so we're gonna add some salt and we're gonna drop our spaghetti. In the while that our spaghetti is cooking, we start to prepare our mix for the carbonara. So in a large bowl, we're gonna add our egg yolk. And simply we just can take a fork, and then we can add some pecorino, and some Parmigiano Reggiano. Again, I will not add any salt for the moment. We are always in time to add salt later, but you're always in late once that is too salted. So Again, make sure to add the salt at the end, because if you go over salted, you don't have time anymore to take it off. A lot of peppers is a very important ingredient. We just mix it a little bit, and we're gonna use probably a touch of pasta water for give the right consistency to our mix. So our spaghetto is almost ready. I really like the spaghetto al dente, so it have a different texture. Say that. Yes, it's ready, and we cook. In this case, our spaghetto, we cook it for 7 minutes, no more than 7 minutes, but it depends about like which kind of spaghetti you have and the size. I said to use a lot of water because I want to make sure that I don't have to stir the spaghetto, because I don't want to break and keep like the nice shape of that. So once that is ready, again, we're gonna put our spaghetto in the guanciale pot. So now that we get all the fat that it's been released from our guanciale, we can just like move the spaghetto from here into our mix. So now that we add our spaghetto in the guanciale, we are ready to put the spaghetto in our carbonara mix. So as you can see, we didn't add any cream. It's just egg yolk. And again, touch of pepper, our guanciale, Parmigiano, Pecorino. That's all. So right now you can see that this is not like the texture that I want. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to add a little bit of water, as I said, from where we cook the pasta. Once that our ingredients are well mixed and the texture is the right creamy as we want, we are ready to eat our carbonara. Okay, so let's add some guanciale. And we can finish our spaghetto with still a little bit of Pecorino Romano. Let's try our carbonara. It's like dreaming every time. It's magic. And when you get the guanciale, it is a bit, just a touch crunchy, a bit soft, like blow my mind.